The Junky drawer. We all have one. That drawer you don't want anyone opening. The house looks clean, smells good, everything in its place. Every cushion fluffed, every surface gleaming. But start pulling those drawers, just a few, from the neatly organized facade, and there it is, stuffed, tangled, hidden, a chaos of forgotten things and broken pieces. This isn't just about a kitchen drawer or a cluttered desk. This is about the architecture of your soul, the way we present ourselves versus the silent truth held within. We curate our outer world meticulously. We craft an image of composure, resilience, and calm, but beneath the surface, there's often a different story, unspoken and unseen. That's what happens when we, quote, heal by pushing instead of purging. We tidy the surface, believing that outward appearances can mend internal fractures. We become experts at presentation. We smile better, even when the corners of our eyes betray a lingering sadness. We talk more polished, carefully choosing words that project an image of peace, even if it feels manufactured. We tell ourselves with a firm nod, I'm past that. We try to convince ourselves that simply declaring it makes it so, that time alone can erase the deep grooves of pain. But true healing is rarely a simple declaration. It is a profound process, demanding more than just surface-level adjustments. It requires a deeper, more honest excavation. The unhealed parts, the unspoken narratives, they don't just disappear into thin air. They linger. They find their refuge in the quiet corners of our being, waiting. They get shoved into emotional junk drawers. Old wounds still throbbing beneath layers of neglect. Unchecked triggers, poised to ignite at the slightest provocation. Resentment gathering dust and weight. Abandonment, a cold knot in the pit of the stomach. Shame, a silent burning whisper that follows you everywhere. These are the contents of our hidden self, the parts we deem too messy, too difficult, or too shameful to confront. So we tuck them away, out of sight, out of mind, or so we hope. Just like in a real house, those drawers get fuller over time. They accumulate more than just forgotten items. They collect interest on our avoidance. Each ignored piece adds to the burden. They become harder to close, requiring a firm shove, a grimace of effort. And they rattle louder when disturbed, their contents clattering, making their presence undeniable. This internal rattling isn't always heard by others, but it resonates within you, a constant low-frequency hum of unresolved tension, a persistent reminder of what lies hidden. The weight of these drawers becomes oppressive. It saps your energy, dims your light, and silently shapes your choices. It becomes a silent partner in all your interactions. Here's the truth most people skip, the inconvenient reality we often try to bypass. What you don't clean, you inevitably carry. There is no magic trick to disappearing it, and what you carry eventually spills. It leaks into your every interaction, every thought, every feeling. The pressure becomes too great to contain indefinitely. It spills in your relationships, tainting connections with unspoken fears and unaddressed past hurts. It manifests in your reactions, disproportionate and sometimes baffling. It solidifies into patterns, cycles you find yourself repeating, wondering why. This invisible baggage dictates so much more than you realize. It becomes your silent co-pilot. Someone new doesn't create your mess. They don't inject chaos into your perfectly constructed world. They just open a drawer you never quite emptied yourself. Their questions, their expectations, their simple presence can be the catalyst. They unintentionally shine a light into the dark places, revealing what you've so carefully concealed. And suddenly, the hidden chaos is exposed, not because they caused it, but because they dared to approach a part of you that was already teetering on the brink of overflow. This is not their fault, nor is it yours entirely. It is merely a symptom of a deeper, unaddressed need for internal renovation. a sign that the time for superficiality is over. Healing isn't about appearances. It's not about looking put together, performing composure for the world to see. It's a far more intimate and courageous journey than that. It's about slowing down, pausing long enough in this relentless pace to truly open the drawer, to acknowledge its existence, to feel the weight of its contents. It's about dumping it out, letting everything spill onto the floor of your consciousness. No judgment, just observation, allowing the light to hit every tangled piece. It's about sitting with what's inside, feeling the emotions, recalling the memories, confronting the discomfort, giving each item its due, no matter how painful. And then, with deliberate intention, deciding what no longer belongs in your house, what no longer serves your spirit, what can finally be released, discarded, or reframed. Because peace isn't pretending the drawer isn't there. It's not about artfully concealing the clutter. That's merely a temporary truce, not a lasting peace. Wisdom is knowing you can't build a safe, stable home on hidden chaos. A foundation built on avoidance will always be shaky, always prone to collapse under pressure. So, clean the drawers, open them all one by one, face the tangle, feel the dust, let the light in. This is not a punishment, it is an act of profound self-love. That's how you stop living triggered, constantly on edge, reacting instead of responding. That's how you reclaim your power from the past. That's how you stop bleeding on people who didn't cut you, mistaking their intentions for the echoes of old wounds. That's how you cultivate truly healthy connections. That's how you actually heal, not perform it for an audience, not mask it with platitudes, but genuinely, deeply, and irrevocably. It's messy, yes, but it's the truest path to freedom. So no, not happy trails. I wish you enlightened journeys. This path ain't for the weak, but if you're here, you're stronger than you realize. So go on, delve into it, and ride it out.